been trying to get to this video all morning. Got up at 6 o'clock. One thing after another just holding me up, preventing me from getting started. It's now about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm hungry. I want to make my breakfast. So here we go. Going to make a bacon sandwich. Gourmet bacon sandwich. Right, let's see if we can get some fire happening. A bit slow. There it goes. It is still gas there. We'll see if we can run it out. Get the pan heating. Now, I got some butter that I left out on a 40-degree day. It kind of melted. It's no good for sandwiches anymore. So I use that for cooking. Just a bit. Fair bit, I guess. Just to moisten things up so the bacon doesn't stick in the pan. Maybe it does look like a lot of butter just to fry off a bit of bacon, but when I finish cooking the bacon and assembling the sandwich, I'm going to stick it into the pan and fry them up a little bit. The bread's none too fresh, so plenty of butter will go down well. So I got some Bertocchi Gold premium bacon, pan sized, naturally wood smoked. Sounds good. Wasn't a cheap bacon. So we'll see how it goes. Now just remember, too much bacon on a sandwich is far superior to not enough. So I'll give us 3 bits for each sanger. That should be good. Could go off some more and cook the whole lot, but there's only so much room in a pan. So what delayed me? Well, first up, I had everything set up, ready to go, ready to turn the pan on, but my phone wasn't charged up enough. For some reason, didn't charge last night, only had about 10% charge. So I had to wait for that to charge up again before I could go any further. So stick it on the charge, pack everything up again, wait and wait. Finally the phone's charged. Pull everything out, get set up, ready to go. Caretaker of the showground comes along, wants to cut the grass, which is pretty good. It's definitely needed it. So the grass did need to be cut. It was getting long, but he just hung around making noise on his ride-on mower for so long. Anyway, it's finally moved on. It's time to cook up. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit. Hopefully we'll get it done and back inside to eat it before the wind gets too severe. So just turn the bacon around. There's really not much heat coming out of that. Looks like that bottle's just about finished. Taken a while to cook up the bacon. Now I don't want to make it crisp. Some people like it crisp, other people don't like it crisp. I'm one of those ones who prefer it to be nicely warmed through, a little bit of colour, but not crisp. I don't want to be able to snap the bacon. Anyway, that's coming along nicely. Let's go start getting the rest of the sanger ready. So I got Turkish bread. As I said, it's none too fresh. So as well as frying it in butter, just going to butter it just a little bit on the inside, just moisten it up a bit. That'll do it. I'll put the butter back in the fridge before it goes too soft on me and melts. Next up, got a jar of pesto. Stick a whack of that on. Looking good. Just move them out of the way while we get ready for the next phase. So a bit of tomato. Don't want too much, you don't want to build the sandwich too big. Couple of bits on each sanger. And some avocado. Nice and soft. Just scoop it out. And squash it down onto the bread. There you go. It's the best part of half an avocado on 2 sangers. I don't worry about the bits that are a bit coloured. Nothing wrong with it, still tastes the same. Right, now at that stage, some brie. Love the way they make these things easy to get off. Righto. Brie. You can stick more on if you want, but that's going to do me for the time being. Now the bacon should be perfect. Yep, looking good. Not crisp, coloured up nicely. We'll call that ready. Three bits of bacon for each sanger. Plenty of butter there with bacon fat melted through it. And HP sauce. You can use tomato sauce if that's what you like. You can use barbecue sauce if that's what you like. But for a bacon sanger, that is the way to go. And if you're a barbecue sauce fan, well, you're going to love this. Barbecue sauce is just a cheap imitation of this. This is good stuff. Spend the extra 50 cents and get the good one. So we'll stick the tops on the singers. And get them into the pan. Always presentation side down first. Just move this fat around. There's the first one. There's the second one. Turn the heat down. You don't want it too hot now. You want these to fry away slowly. Slowly heat through before turning it over and doing the other side. And while that's slowly happening, have a bit of a clean up. Put everything back away in the fridge so that the flies don't get on top of it all. Plenty of time while that cooks up. So with the tidy up done, bit of tomato trying to escape there. Push it back in. Just squash them down a bit. Help to get the heat going through. And carefully turn them over. Now normally I'd cook something up like this on the sandwich press, but these are a bit too thick for it, so best off doing it in the pan. And also I haven't got the sandwich press back from the sandblaster after the last time I cooked a bacon sandwich in it. So the bread's absorbing all that butter and bacon fat nicely, so I'll just stick in a little bit more butter just to make sure it's going to be great. So I'm going to call that done. Lift them out onto your plate. And there you go. Look at that. Aren't you envious there? Camping breakfast of champions at 1:30, 1:45 in the afternoon. Now I'll just go inside, sit down in comfort, get out of the flies and have a go at it. So let's give it a try. Look at that. Gorgeous. That is great. Oh, it was great until a bit of tomato fell out. That's still great. Now the pesto, it's not a real pesto. It's made with cashews instead of pine nuts. It's meant to be pine nuts, but cashews are cheaper. So everyone substitutes cashews these days, but it's just not real pesto. So you got the smokiness of the bacon, the intense basil and the cashew from the pesto, the creamy brie nicely melted away in there. Got the tomato. HP sauce finishes it off beautifully, and the avocado just gives a lovely creamy texture to the whole thing. colours, it's great. The whole thing's warmed through nicely. Now the HP sauce, it's a reasonably tart sauce and got a few spices in there. I'm not saying it's hot at all, because it's not. But the sharpness of the ingredients, tamarind and vinegar, counteracts the oiliness of the pesto, the cheese and the bacon. It just gives it a beautiful, clean taste on the tongue. And the week-old Turkish bread, frying it up in the butter, it's absorbed all the butter, makes it nice and moist. Wouldn't believe you're eating week-old bread. You want a bite? You're gonna love it. Very nicely melted. Anyway, you're seeing me eat the first one. I've said about everything there is to be said about it. So I'll catch you later. You're still here. The door's over there. Catch ya.